Every moment, someone searches for an answer. Someone buys a product. Someone transfers money. Someone watches a video. Someone drives through a city. Someone asks an artificial intelligence assistant a question. Each action appears insignificant, forgotten almost immediately. But the systems beneath the surface remember. Every interaction leaves a signal. Every signal becomes information. Every piece of information reveals a pattern. Most people believe they are simply using technology. In reality, they are continuously teaching it. The digital world quietly observes millions of tiny decisions every second, not to understand one individual, but to understand how entire systems behave. Civilization has never produced information at this scale before. For the first time in history, human activity itself has become a continuously expanding resource.
People often say, data is the new oil, but the comparison is incomplete. Oil becomes valuable only after refinement. Data follows the same principle. Raw information has little value on its own. Its value emerges only when architecture transforms it into intelligence. One purchase means very little. 1 million purchases reveal behavior. 1 billion interactions reveal entire economic patterns. This is why collecting information is never the final objective. The objective is understanding. Understanding improves decisions. Better decisions improve systems. Better systems create better experiences, and better experiences generate even more information. The cycle begins again. The advantage does not belong to those who possess the most data. It belongs to those who design the architecture capable of learning from it.
Information alone does not create advantage. Intelligence does. Every second, billions of signals move through digital infrastructure. Purchases, searches, shipments, sensor readings, financial transactions. Individually, they appear meaningless. Together, they begin revealing patterns. Patterns become predictions. Predictions improve decisions. Better decisions improve every layer of the system. This transformation is happening continuously, quietly, automatically. The organizations leading the digital economy are no longer asking, "How much information do we have?" They are asking, "How quickly can our systems learn from it?" Because the speed of learning is becoming the speed of competition.
Imagine a company that becomes smarter every day, not because it hires more experts, but because every interaction teaches the system something new. Every customer improves recommendations. Every delivery improves logistics. Every financial transaction improves risk analysis. Every machine improves operational efficiency. Artificial intelligence accelerates this learning cycle beyond anything previously possible. The organization begins observing itself, measuring itself, correcting itself, improving itself. Learning is no longer an occasional event. It becomes part of everyday operation. This changes the nature of business. The advantage no longer belongs only to those with better products. It increasingly belongs to those with better learning systems.
Roads move vehicles. Power grids move electricity. Fiber optic cables move information. Cloud infrastructure moves intelligence. Every generation builds the infrastructure it depends upon. Today's economy increasingly depends on digital infrastructure. Factories communicate through sensors. Hospitals exchange information instantly. Autonomous vehicles coordinate with surrounding systems. Artificial intelligence processes knowledge across continents in seconds. Data is no longer stored simply for future reference. It has become part of civilization's operating infrastructure. The stronger this infrastructure becomes, the faster ideas become innovation. Innovation becomes productivity. Productivity becomes economic growth, and economic growth finances even more advanced infrastructure. The cycle continues, not because information has value by itself, but because information continuously strengthens the systems that create value.
For most of history, economic growth depended on physical production. More farms, more factories, more machines, more workers. The digital economy follows a different equation. Its most valuable resource is no longer physical. It is intelligence. Every improvement in intelligence increases the value of every connected system. Factories become more efficient. Supply chains become more predictable. Financial markets become more responsive. Healthcare becomes more precise. Cities become more adaptive. Artificial intelligence does not create value in isolation. It amplifies the value of every connected to it. This is why the next economic revolution is not simply about automation. It is about continuously increasing the intelligence of civilization itself. The organizations that understand this shift are no longer investing only in products. They are investing in learning architectures that improve every day.
Human memory fades. Digital memory compounds. Every interaction, every improvement, every correction, every prediction can become part of a continuously expanding knowledge system. Unlike traditional organizations, modern intelligent systems do not begin each day from the beginning. They build upon everything they learned yesterday. This accumulated intelligence becomes one of the most valuable assets an organization can possess. Knowledge is preserved. Experience is retained. Decisions become increasingly informed. The architecture grows stronger with every cycle. This is why information has become far more than a business resource. It has become institutional memory. And institutional memory allows entire systems to evolve faster than the people operating them.
Every intelligent system depends on one invisible mechanism: feedback. Without feedback, learning stops. Without learning, improvement slows. Without improvement, competitive advantage eventually disappears. The most advanced organizations design continuous feedback into every layer of their architecture. Customers generate information. Operations generate measurements. Artificial intelligence identifies patterns. Decision systems implement improvements. The next customer experiences a better system, and the cycle begins again. This process repeats millions of times, quietly, relentlessly, every day. The result is an organization that does not simply react to change. It continuously reshapes itself before change becomes visible. That is the true power of intelligent architecture. Not knowing everything, but becoming better with every interaction.
Every civilization has been defined by the infrastructure it mastered. Roads connected empires, ports connected continents, electricity connected industries, the internet connected humanity. Now, a new layer is emerging, an invisible layer built from information, learning, and intelligence. Every search strengthens a model. Every shipment improves a prediction. Every transaction refines a decision. Every interaction teaches the system something new. The world is no longer powered only by energy. It is increasingly powered by intelligence. And intelligence is no longer confined to people. It is becoming part of the infrastructure itself. The organizations that recognize this transformation will not simply build better technology. They will build the systems that future generations quietly depend upon.
Most people believe data is the destination. Architects understand it is only the beginning. Data becomes information. Information becomes knowledge. Knowledge becomes intelligence. And intelligence becomes architecture. That architecture quietly influences every decision, every transaction, every movement, and every opportunity across the modern economy. The future will not be defined by those who collect the most information. It will be defined by those who transform information into continuously improving systems. Because every intelligent system creates better decisions. Better decisions create stronger architectures. Stronger architectures create lasting leverage. And lasting leverage quietly reshapes industries, economies, and eventually civilization itself. The greatest competitive advantage of the 21st century is no longer information. It is the ability to learn faster than the world changes.
Every digital civilization leaves behind a blueprint, not on paper, but within the systems it builds. The future will belong to those who understand that intelligence is no longer merely a human capability. It is becoming the operating principle of economies, industries, and institutions. When you begin recognizing these invisible architectures, technology becomes more than innovation, business becomes more than profit, data becomes more than information. Everything becomes part of a larger system, a system that is continuously learning, continuously adapting, continuously shaping the future. That is why Asutsen exists, to reveal the architectures hidden beneath modern civilization, to understand how wealth is engineered, how intelligence is scaled, and how the future is systematically designed. Welcome to Asutsen, architecting wealth, automating future.